Good day. Today I want to talk to you about the power of three. Hi there, my name is Matthew Ewell from Leading with Nice, where we want to help you inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. I was thinking the other day of a time I was working at a magazine with actually our content manager, Jamie Hunter, and I believe he was working on a story, and it's when kettlebells were first being introduced in North America as like a popular fitness tool. And those are the balls with the handles on it. And the gentleman who was bringing them into North America, or had introduced them at least where we were, the weights were in 3, 6, 9, and 12. And I remember asking him because, we're used to seeing weights in multiples of 5, 5, 10, 25, etc. And I asked, why do you have them in 3, 6, 9, and 12? And he said to me, very intently, 3 is a very magical and powerful number. And I thought he was crazy. I was like, what do you mean powerful? And he was not from North America. And so he said, when I looked at North America and like what would resonate, I saw, you have 3 outs in baseball and 3 strikes to get out. And a game is 9 innings, and you have 12 months in a calendar. And he went on with all these other examples, and when I thought about it, he was correct. There is a lot of repetition and a lot of things that are 3, and it made me look into it a little bit. And so back in the day I did some more research on it, and here's what I found. You might have heard bad things come in 3s, but the actual origin of that phrase is Latin, and I'm not going to try the Latin. You can Google it, but the actual Latin for it is everything in 3 is perfect. And when you think about some of our cultural norms that we've read or knew about growing up, you think about it, the 3 little pigs, the 3 musketeers. When we think of great slogans or sayings that we remember very easily, they often come in 3s. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. From Julius Caesar, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. And then I think about, is that rule ever broken? Is it ever, can you go a bit more, a bit less? And I didn't find many, but there's one, Winston Churchill, I'll read it. We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields, and in the streets we shall fight in the hills. However, what I discovered when I broke that down is, it divides itself up. The rhythm of that phrase divides up very easily into beats of 3. So, what does this mean for you? How do you take this and use this in your business? Well, we think about on a website, we often like to have, 3 simple pricing options. We like to have 3 easy steps to do the thing we want you to do. We think about having just 3 simple menu choices in the top menu of the website, and everything else goes down below in the footer menu or the junk drawer, depending on the language you use for it. And that's how you take this concept that's clearly true, has some truth behind it, and has it resonates with people, this putting things in groups of 3. That's how you take that concept and apply it to your business. Even though it wasn't developed or came around for a business purpose, you can easily use it that way. If you want to speak more about how you can use the power of 3 in your business for your communications, leadership, marketing efforts, reach out to us. Leave a comment here on the video or visit us at our website, leadingwithnice.com. Thanks for watching. I look forward to speaking with you next time.